you've been doing Guys We Fucked for I think 7 years now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you how do you not keep it repetitive, you know?
You think you'll run out of stories
But you
or
don't.
topics? We never will. We never will. As long as we get emails, which we still get hundreds of emails every week from people. So, and we do this segment on our Instagram. The handle's sorry about last night. It's called "Did That Help?" And our associate producer will make a Google Doc of all these questions that people write in for this particular segment, because we kind of approach it in a comedic way because we are stand-up comedians. I feel like a lot of people forget that sometimes. And so we'll get problems, and I'm still like, what the fucking shit? Like, for various reasons, that reaction of like, that's your bar is so low. Like, people's bars are they're below the ground, and they'll tolerate behavior that when you're in a situation, it's really hard to see it from an outsider's point of view. So we give them that outsider's point of view. But man, some of these motherfuckers, woo.
Yeah.
And but something like childhood trauma, you don't even realize you're repeating a relationship you had with a parent, and you're like, no, I'm not. Why? Who would do that? Logic is not involved in those behaviors. So.
And have you noticed a bit? How long have you been with Luminary?
A year.
Oh wow. I think that was maybe right.
A year and a half, maybe.
Do you notice a big difference between being behind a paywall and
yes. Oh my gosh. One of the reasons why that decision took us a year to make, because that was very. That was a big move. But really, at the end of the day, why we made that decision was the podcast wasn't fun for us to do anymore, because when the episodes come out on iTunes, anybody I know, my friends, my family, would like listen, and I would get texts of like, you didn't tell me this, and I'm like, I'm not trying to, like, Corinne and I get, a hard time from our friends, and I understand why, or like family members that'll say like, why'd you say that? I'm like, oh fuck. And I definitely want to be respectful, so we didn't go behind a paywall so we could talk shit. That's certainly not the case. But it just felt like we give the most intimate details about our lives. Right. With our bodies and our minds. And we've been doing that for 7 years. And when we started, we're like, no one's going to listen to this shit. And then so many people listen. We're like, this is amazing. And then the waves of new listeners kept coming and coming. And I was like, holy shit, we would get recognized on the street. And like Joe Rogan would talk about it. And I was like, holy shit, wait, we're onto something. I didn't fucking know. And then you realize one of the many self-help books I was listening to on Audible was like, people have to earn private information about you. And I'm like, oh, damn. Okay. So we wanted to go behind this paywall, and now I think the plans you can do as little as $2.99 a month. And that, I feel very comfortable with that price point. But it just seemed like people were picking apart what we were saying and just throwing it. And I wanted people to listen because they really wanted to listen. Right. And because Corinne and I have toured for 2 years, and we've done meet and greets with all the people that come to our show, it has been such an amazing experience to meet the people that listen to you, because they're wonderful human beings. Everybody that we've ever met at a meet and greet truly is just, what an honor it is to have. Right. You can't pick your fans. Justin Bieber can't pick his fans, and he's not like, I'm so honored, but ours happen to be really well-rounded people who are just good. And so, but then when you're on iTunes and it's public for everyone, it's just, you get all the other people. And so we really wanted people a way to earn, I guess, one of our most intimate inner workings was, if you're paying $2.99 a month, because that's, a bunch of steps you have to do to create an account, all that stuff, and it's money, then you really want to be here. And the listeners have noticed. It makes me so happy, because I'm like, I felt it, but it's good to get that said by the listeners, that we feel they can tell we're more relaxed and we enjoy it more. And it's like almost back to the original days of doing the podcast, where Corinne and I will divulge and feel safer doing it.
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button, and also follow me on Instagram at felix.levine to stay updated on all new content as it comes out.